What's going on, everybody? It's Ashton, your coach of the Winnipeg Jet Punches, and today I'm excited to bring you back yet another Pokemon Draft League content video. This, of course, being the URDDL. It is Season 9, and we are in Week 1, and we are up against none other than Galenskog. He is coach of the Southside Score Bunny. And before we get into the matchup, I just wanted to iterate that if you haven't seen the draft stream, be sure to go check that out. We did just post that here. I believe as this video goes up, it should be same day, maybe. Not entirely sure how it's ended up going to work out. If not, I apologize, but be sure to give that a bit of a watch there. Just as at the beginning, especially, I explained the format for the season. But if you've already watched it, I'll just reiterate to you. Anyways, a spoiler. We are back to VGC draft, Nat Dex VGC. We have included the new megas from Pokemon Champions and Pokemon Legends CA, excuse me. So it should be an interesting season, but and we're up against Galenskog, which is very scary right off the bat. He made a really big name for himself in previous seasons, being one of the top contenders. I can't believe it. I can't remember if it was in singles or doubles, but he was up there. He was like top 2 or top 3 regular season seeds. So without further ado, to give you guys an idea of what my opponent Galenskog has access to, excuse me. My opponent Galenskog has access to a very scary rain team consisting of Genesect, Tornadus Incarnate, Regidrago, Grimmsnarl, Pelipper, Mega Swampert, Toxicroak, Marowak Alola, Electabuzz, Audino, Aurorus, and Trevenant. So a few different modes outside of just the rain there that he's able to make use of, which is a bit of a problem, as it means that it's not a necessarily very one-dimensional rain-heavy draft. He has a couple modes there, including Trick Room with things like Marowak Alola, Trevenant, and even something along the lines of a Pelipper in the rain could be scary. And I would even go as far as to say that if prepped properly, Regidrago could be very strong into us. So we have to keep that in mind as we go through our team builder here. So the thing that I'm going to start off with this week is going to be, of course, the Shampoo is our #1 overall pick. And the reason why is because it gives us a really good anti-lead into the Prankster Tornadus, which I expect to come this week, as it is very good into most of our team. And gives them a very good method of speed control that isn't Pelipper. Yeah, it's really just a safe-ish lead for him. So I expect that, and as a result, I decided I'm going to bring Terra Ice, Focus Sash, Shampoo to make it so that Shampoo's job is a little bit, or Shampoo's survivability is a little bit longer, and I wanted to make sure that I had Shampoo on the field for as long as possible so that a couple of my other team members could sit beside it and basically check anything else that is sitting beside a possible Torn Eye lead. And Terra Ice is nice because it basically gives me a pretty solid chance that I'm going to be able to OHKO the Tornadus with Ice Shard with the Adamant Nature there, so that's pretty nice, and that's assuming it's like no bulk. We also have Brick Break just to make sure that we can deal with potential Grimmsnarl lead. Just in the instance that it's going to be running screens, we have that as an option there. We also have Protect to make sure that in case, just to scout to see if it is fake out Grimmsnarl as well. I wanted to make sure that Shampoo had the Focus Sash intact for the 2 turns that I'm expecting to be on the field for. And yeah, so that's the kind of thinking behind Shampoo. And then we have a bulky offensive Sword Stance, Okerpon Wellspring. It's a bit of an interesting set here with Follow Me, Sword Stance, and 2 attacks. Being Ivy Cudgel and Hornleech. I have Hornleech only specifically for the fact that it allows me to recover really good damage off the Mega Swampert. After a Sword Stance also threatens the OHKO on it as well, so that's pretty solid. Mega Swampert is one of the more threatening Pokemon to our team as well, so I wanted to make sure that I had this response to it as well. Follow Me, of course, being good to redirect those water attacks from other things onto this, and also heal loss and damage that way. So pre-Terra, this thing is a bit of a menace, and then post-Terra, obviously you get the special defense boost and be able to live things more from things like the Genesect, the Torn, the Regidrago, pretty much everything special attacking on this team. So that's the thinking behind this Pokemon here. We have enough speed to guaranteed outspeed everything that isn't the Tornadus, I believe, so that's pretty solid. And then we have a Choice Band Terranormal Dragonite with Adamant Nature. We have just enough speed, I'm pretty sure, to guaranteed outspeed his entire team that is slower than the... I think it's Pelipper and slower. So just in case that was like a max speed timid Pelipper with Tailwind, at least we have the the best ways of outspeeding that. Just in case he decides that in case he starts electing to not go for a tailwind and starts trying to attack us, at least we have the means of outspeeding it and threatening the 1v1 on it with 2 shot of extreme speed. So that's kind of nice. This is going to be our main lead partner with the Shenpao as well. I suspect he's probably going to lead something along the lines, or some combination of Torn, Grimmsnarl, Pelipper, I figure is what he'll lead. Maybe even Toxicroak, which is also a bit of a problem for Pokemon for us with the right moves and EVs and stuff. Yeah, Terranol ACP just does so much damage to my opponent that I didn't really see a reason not to. I'm quite certain if Grimmsnarl does not reflect and it is just like a max HP Grimmsnarl, I'm pretty sure that Dragonite just OHKOs it when it's next to Sword of Ruin Shenpao. So that's pretty nice there. So look forward to see Dragonite picking up some kills this week. And next up we have a Assault Vest Tinkaton with Fake Out, Gigaton Hammer, Play Rough, and Knockoff. Gigaton Hammer just does really solid damage into most of his team. Then of course you have the utility of Fake Out in the back. I imagine this thing will probably come in the back this week. It is also a potential lead option next to Ogerpon, so you might see that kind of arrangement for Game 2, but I'm not entirely sure whether it'll come or not 100%, but be on the lookout for Tinkaton to likely be a Pokemon seated in the back of my 4 selections of both games, so or all the games, depends on if it goes to Game 3 or not, but yeah, we'll see. Yeah, Assault Vest just allows us, of course, to potentially sit in front of Genesect a little bit more freely, and then of course it is a really good response into the Regidrago, so that's kind of nice. And then Mold Breaker, of course, allows us to I guess there's really no use for Mold Breaker too hard this week. I think I thought of one when I was making the team. I just can't remember what it was anyway, so forgive me there. But yeah, Tinkaton looks like it's going to be a really strong Pokemon this week. Next up, we have Magmortar. It's going to be Terra Water with Citrus Berry. This allows us to guaranteed live 2 attacks from most of his team. At least on the special side. The only objection or thing that it wouldn't live 2 attacks from would be, I believe, the Regidrago if it's Terra Dragon. So that's just important Pokemon for us this week. Terra Water, of course, a good defensive typing into his Pelipper and potentially even his Swampert. So that's always good. We have Thunderbolt there as coverage as well for Pelipper, so in case it's not like a max speed Pelipper, we're able to fire off a fast Thunderbolt and take care of it. Flamethrower is obviously going to be there for the Genesect. And past that, we have Helping Hand support just in case it ends up being next to something that Shenpao isn't next to increase the damage output. And then lastly, we're going to make use of Mega Clefable this week. It's a pretty good specially defensive wall into most of my opponent's team, where Life Dew is going to be putting in a lot of work for us. Follow Me, of course, being able to redirect the potential status moves from Grimmsnarl is going to be a nice touch there. And then if I'm worried about something using like, I'll just use the example of Mega Swampert going for like an Earthquake. If I'm Mega'd, I can Follow Me, or not Earthquake, but like Stomping Tantrum or High Horsepower. I can Follow Me that onto Clefable as well. So that's always going to be a good utility option there and kind of a good emergency button. And yeah, I'm pretty excited to be able to use Mega Clefable this week. I think it's going to have, hopefully, if it gets brought this week, I don't know if it will, but it'll be able to showcase why it is as good as it is. So hopefully I'm be able to showcase why this thing is way too broken at 10 points. But yeah, that's really it. So without further ado, we're going to see if we can get connected here with Galenskog and see how the battle goes. All right, see you guys there. All right, I guess it is that time, so we're just gonna see if we can't hop on in here with Galenskog and see if we can't get away with a week 1 win here. Yeah, a bit nervous. Oh, okay. Definitely was not expecting to see the Auroras here, but it is interesting to see. Wow, okay. So that makes things interesting, for sure. Just gonna get the live battle link here. Yeah, I still think I always do my dedicated lead of Shampoo Dragonite and then Ogerpon in the back. Also, I didn't really take into note what the Terra types were. Terra Fairy on the Aurorus, Terra Electric on the Pelipper. Interesting. I think I always do a Sulphus Tinkaton in the back, seeing this. Yeah, we'll start with that. Always nervous in week 1. Alright, let's see. Torn and Genesect. Also, he didn't bring Grimmsnarl, which is crazy. Okay, so he has the special attack raise, unfortunately. So we have Terra Water and Terra Water as well. Okay, so dual Terra Water. I think I'm too worried about like just Tailwind plus Genesect attacking. So I'm just gonna double check to make sure that Dragonite does certain damage to Torn. Sword of Ruin. Sword of Ruin. Paranormal. Actually, Extreme Speed does threaten to kill if it's not Focus Sash. What I could do is just Ice Shard plus E-Speed into the Torn. Also, how much is Dragonite doing to Genesect? Fire Punch does kill, obviously. So that could be nice, but I'm just not sure what he's going to Terra. Terra Water. Okay, so E-Speed would kill Terra Water. So I think what I'll do here is I'll just Ice Shard Torn and then Terra Normal E-Speed into the Torn as well. It is Sash, so that's nice. So we pick that off. So there's no Tailwind or Rain Dance, at least from the Torn. And Iron Head does a lot of damage. So we can calc that. Just gonna see what he goes into first, actually. So that's not a terrible position. We do see Fake Out probably coming from Toxicroak here, which is a bit scary. But I don't know if I'm too worried about that. Yeah, okay, so how much am I doing to, or how much is Iron Head? Is it Adamant? Life Orb for sure. 252, it did how much? 72, so it could just very well be max attack. It could be, that could have been low roll Adamant as well, actually. So, hard to say. Do I want to save Dragonite is the question. I could, because I could like protect and switch into Ogerpon here, potentially. How much is Shampoo also doing to Genesect? 42 to 50. So that could potentially kill into. I could, yeah, there's a couple options I could do here. I feel like he wants to also just kill. Toxicroak might just kill my Dragonite with Fake Out. Into Dragonite. It doesn't. So I guess, yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll Brick Break into the Genesect and I'll switch into Ogerpon. Oh, he faked out Shampoo, interesting. Okay, and he crits my thing, which is a bit unfortunate. So here I think what I want to do is double target the Genesect. Because I would issue the claim that it's the most broken thing that he has. Anything like Pelipper could switch in and make that a bit of a problem. I think I'm just gonna go for it. See if we can't get Genesect gone here. Hold on, another play I could make is also what Terra is the Toxic Oak Steel. Yeah, so I better stick to what I was gonna do, because I was gonna say I could maybe break into the Toxic Oak, or Icicle Crash into the Toxic Oak slot, but maybe this is safer. Because if he Terra steals into Icicle Crash, like that would be a huge thing. Okay, so Genesect's gone. Drain Punch. Okay, that's a bit unfortunate, but I think it's okay. I think here I just go into D-Knight. Okay, and then what is Auroras's? It's also not Snow Warning. Interesting. Aurorus is Terra Fairy. Okay, so Sword of Rune's not on the field. Does Dragonite E-Speed kill Toxic Oak? It does. So I might just go E-Speed you and Horn Leech the Aurorus. Maybe? I think that's a fair play. Yeah, that dies. Horn Leech does 43%. I heal up to above half. Dragonite dies. Then I just go into Tinkaton here. And I go for a Gigaton Hammer plus a Horn Leech. Should cap it off. So important movesets to note is Ironhead Extreme Speed. So it's physical, it's looking like physical Genesect, and all we know is Freeze Dry. And the Sash is on the Torn. So it's not Sash Croak, which is nice. I think I just do the same thing again. And see how it goes. Sorry. All right, see what happens here. Yeah, him having not Grimmsnarl makes the Shampoo Dragonite lead pretty strong. I did reveal, I think that was Inner Focus last game on Dragonite too, which is, it could be bad. Yeah, Pelipper with Terra Electric's interesting. Genesect's a threat, for sure. It would have been really bad if he got the attack boost off download. See lead. I think taking the back is just too good. Genesect. Okay. So here, I think I always, protect Shampoo and Terranormal E-Speed, the Toxicroak slot. Yeah, because I don't outspeed much. Yeah, I think I protect Shampoo and Terranormal E-Speed, the Toxicroak slot. And just hope that Genesect attacks into the Shampoo side. What does he do here? I feel like he wants to fake out Toxicroak. So he does Terra, or commit to Terra with Toxicroak. So yeah, Diego avoids fake out. That's fine. And U-turn. Okay, cool. So now the question becomes what to do here. I feel like could be a nice play for me to see. Well, I need to see how much Shampoo's doing to Terra Steel thing. Sword of Ruin, obviously. I short is 20 to 24, so it's not going to be quite a kill there. How much is Dragonite's E-Speed doing to Genesect? It's 54 to 65, so I think I'll Brick Break into the Toxicroak and then E-Speed the Genesect. Yeah, nice. Cool. Okay, so Genesect's still there. He's going to U-turn the Dragonite. Caliper comes in. He can't Terra. Genesect comes back in. So I think here what we'll do is I have to be wary because I'm pretty sure E-Speed kills me. It does have E-Speed, right? Yeah, I did confirm. Yeah, of course it does. I also don't know what his last... I don't know what his last Pokemon is. Do I want to protect and switch into Tank? Do I want to do that? Yeah, I think I'll do that. E-Speed, that's fine. Hurricane, okay. Alright, so I think here we will... I think we'll Brick Break into the Genesect and we'll fake out the Pelipper. Is that the play? Because I don't really like the idea of anything getting confused here. So I think we'll... Yeah, I think we'll Brick Break the Genesect and fake out the Pelipper. Double protects, that's fine. I think we just do the same thing because he's likely going to double target the... Well, I obviously don't fake out again, but I could also knock off into that slot. How much is Tink doing to Pelipper? It doesn't do a lot of its Fizz Def. I think I'll try to play rough the Pelipper slot. Okay, and then Pelipper probably double attacks it as well. Yeah, it is Fizz Def. Okay. there goes Champao, unfortunately. So here, it's just like, I don't know what is his back Pokemon. So I think I have to go Knight, Swampert, okay. So I think I always, E-Speed into Pelipper, or Swampert, sorry. I could E-Speed and then go into Ogerpon, maybe? Maybe. How much am I doing to Pelipper? 50 to 59. Yeah, that's the thing. Pelipper's just there. And how much am I doing to the Swampert, which I was calculating at earlier? Does 60 to 72. I think I should probably, I think my objectively best play is to E-Speed Pelipper and then switch, actually. Try that. Citrus, okay. Good thing I did that. Okay, that's kind of what we want to happen. This Pelipper here, it does Hurricane. I do live, don't confuse. Ah, that's a shame. Okay. So now my hope is that I can fake out the Pelipper. I think I have to fake out Pelipper and then hope Hornleech breaks through Protect. Or breaks through the Confusion. Okay. So double Protect, that's fine. I think I always... Is there a world where this doesn't kill? I don't think so, right? No, it definitely kills, so... If it's max HP, does it not? No. So I think I'll do the safe Gigaton into Pelipper and then Hornleech the Swampert. Just hope. It really comes down to whether or not I get through Confusion here. Double Protect, wow. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's really bad. Yeah, okay. That's unfortunate. Okay, well, that's not good. Alright, well, game 3 it is, I guess. He led Genesect plus thing last game. Okay. Alright, so we're on game 3. Do I want to do Tink Ogerpon lead? Is the question, I think. Then what would I do in the back? Maybe Dragonite in the back? How would I do this? I could do just these 4, but in that order kind of thing. Because I want to tear Ogerpon here, right? So Magmortar is not really that good. Yeah, I think I'll do this. And Clef will just have to stay. Yeah, that was an unfortunate ending. The only thing that makes this a problem is that if he's Toxic Oak lead and he has Fake Out, pretty sure he outspeeds my Well, both, I guess. I tank a ton and it. Actually, does it? Maybe it doesn't. 150. No, I'm out. I already need speed, so that's good. So I think, yeah, we'll do this then. Yeah, Ogre Pawn and tank. So we don't know what item broke is. Genesec lead. So yeah, here I think we always we could also sword stance. That could be a fun thing, but I think the least risky thing to do is I think we could sword stance is the thing. We also got an attack boost, so yeah, I think we have to kind of just here. Yeah, the only problem is if I don't, like, we could just trade fake outs is the thing. There is the chance that he doesn't fake out my Ogre Pawn. Next turn, what would happen? I could like, the thing is I could fake out Sword Stance. Like, fake out Genesect Sword Stance. If I get it right. How much am I doing to Genesect, actually, before I get too crazy? Yeah, that's a thing. I would need to Sword Stance to kill. I think I'll try it. Terra Sword Stance and fake out the Genesect. He protects. Okay, that's unfortunate. Does he fake out? He doesn't. Poison jab. Okay. Okay, that could have gone worse. So I think we'll go... Terra Waters. If you Terra Waters, how much do I do? Yeah. How much do I do with Tank? Okay, so that's the risk here. I think I try. I want to make the read. It's a scary read. Okay. Please get it right. Please Terra Water. Please Terra Water. Come on, Terra Water. This could lose me the game right here. Doesn't Terra Water. That's really bad. Really bad. Yeah, okay. I might have lost that off that just by itself. I do does Tinkaton kill Toxicroak with Gigaton? No. I could go Shimpow here, and I'm quite certain from what we learned, Brick Break kills the Genesect. So I think I'll try that. Oh, I forgot to kill Sword of Ruin. Anyway, so I think we'll do Brick Break into Genesect, and then Gigaton into the Toxicroak. It's not over, but it's a little bit tricky to say that it's a win. Especially with potential rain in the back, which I expect. Yeah, Ogre Pawn being gone is not good. killed it with thing. That was a bit risky in hindsight. I probably should have just double tack Genesect. It's the game with Terra, I guess. It's not over. Okay, we do kill the Genesect, and then Gigaton puts at 1 health. Ah, man. Be nice to have a double down here. So Pelipper's in. I could pick off the Toxicroak here, potentially. Toxicroak. 50% with Shampoo there. Does kill. I think it's a Self-Vested. Is that crazy? Terra Steals. That could cover for that, maybe. If I Icicle Crash, Toxicroak, and then... What if I did Icicle Crash, switch into Dragonite, preserve the Fake Out? Is that bad? Let's see. Terra Steel, yep. That covers. Okay, he protects. Kill. Yep. Okay, we got that read right. So now I have Dragonite in next to it. Swampert's in. It's also pre-mega'd. It doesn't matter at this point. So, you protected. So I think I doubled down on Pelipper always. Yeah, I think I always double down on Pelipper. How much is Dragonite doing to Pelipper? With Sword of Ruin available. Yeah, I think I always need to double. And then how much is Shampoo doing? Yeah, so I think I Icicle Crash and E-Speed the Pelipper. It's fine. This kills is huge. Flinch? Flinch? Nope. Okay, that's fine. So... okay, so what's the play here? I know E-Speed kills, but you're gonna protect, or you're gonna protect. I probably need the damage on Swampert, right? Yeah, I think I need to E-Speed the Swampert. It's a question of what do I do with Shampoo. Do I switch, or do I attack into the Pelipper? Because I threatened the kill with Icicle Crash. If I switch and he doesn't protect, is that bad? Yeah, so I think what I need to do here is just protected. I think what I need to do here is switch and E-Speed the Swampert. He doesn't protect Pelipper. Why did he not? Water, I live. No accuracy drop too. Okay, I think I always... Which one do I fake out? I think I fake out Swampert, actually. Then E-Speed Pelipper. Actually, let me think this through. Yeah, I think I have to... He's probably just going to double protect, but I I think this is my best play. Pelipper protect. No. Okay. Pelipper's gone. Good. And then I think here I think a play I could make is switch plus E speed. I think I switch plus E speed, right? That's right. Oh, I forgot about the Sword of Rune thing. So GG's to Galenskog. Oh man, that was stressful. Yeah, that was just a really strong pair between Dragonite and Shampoo there, so I'm happy it worked out. And thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you for the next one. All right, bye-bye.